Hello, my name is Lexi Beal, and I am a business coach for highly ambitious women and business leaders looking to create new worlds for themselves and looking to create wealth in all aspects of their lives through the work of the self. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about my experience working with Tracy, and I'm still working with her today. And so I began working with Tracy back in August of 2019. And at that point, I had been working on my business for a full year already. I had put out two separate online courses, both of which I sold for pennies and nobody bought. So by the end of that first year of my business, needless to say, so much was not working. From August 2018 to August 2019, I had only accumulated $835 in my business. So at that point, I knew I needed help. I also knew that I really wanted to grow this business. I wanted to make this happen for myself. I believed in myself. I just didn't have any of the tools or knowledge that I needed to really help get me on my way towards creating the success that I wanted in my business. So in comes Tracy. I found her on Instagram and I resonated with her immediately. I think it took me like a week and a half to just find the money and hire her. So some of my wins since working with Tracy for this year is unimaginable. I don't even recognize who I was even a year ago. And there have been so many external wins and internal wins. And so I have been able to create an entire one-on-one coaching program, which I sell at an extremely high price point. I've been able to raise my prices twice in the last year. And as I mentioned before, from August 2018 to August 2019, I had made $835 in my business. And since working with Tracy, I have made from August 2019 to August 2020, $49,840.37. So I made $50K in my business. I went from $835 to $50K in 1 year. And it's the craziest thing, and more so than the external wins and making all of that money is the internal wins. Working with Tracy, I've been able to really shift my entire identity. So who I am and how I show up in the world. When I first came to her, I had a lot of imposter syndrome, people pleasing. There was a whole lot of perfectionism that I have had to work through and a lot of self-worth issues. I have always, subconsciously identified as the girl who could never be successful and was always just going to be penny pinching through life and always going to be accepting the bare minimum. And since working with Tracy, I have been able to shift that entirely into fully believing that I am successful and that I can create anything and everything that I want for my life. She has really shown me what is actually possible for my life, and I am beyond grateful to her. I'm gonna cry. But it's just been unreal, and I wish I could share with you guys everything that she's done for me. So I would 150% say that Tracy's Self-Mastery one-on-one program, 10 out of 10, worth it. Every single penny. You almost feel like you're stealing from her because the amount of value and transformation that you get from working with her is worth every single penny. And it's almost hard for me to not want to give her all my money. I can't imagine not working with her ever again for the rest of my life. So I would say that Tracy's one-on-one program is for those high level and highly ambitious people out there. And when I say high level, I do not mean that you have to have your whole life figured out or you need to be making all of this money. Obviously, that's not where I was when I first began working with Tracy. But when I say high level, I mean if you are truly dedicated and committed to doing the work necessary in order to reach the level of success that you want, if you are willing to do whatever it takes, and if you can have patience for the process, for the growth process, and for your journey, oh my gosh, endless possibilities. And I truly mean that. I feel like I'm only barely scratching the surface of what's possible, and I can't believe how much has changed in just 1 year. And throughout COVID, half of this has been throughout COVID, so it's kind of unreal. But I hope this was helpful. I would be so happy to answer any questions that you have about possibly working with Tracy. She has changed my life, and I would do anything to support her. So thank you so much, Tracy. I love you.